welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shirley, also known as Backttalk, and I do anything Disney. And today I have a Disney cruise line haul. So exciting. Recently we went on a Disney cruise line to Alaska and it was amazing, and all of those videos will be out or are out, or at some point will be out. But yeah, I made sure to film everything, but I wanted to do a video just showing you everything that I bought while on the Disney cruise line. I also did a separate video of everything I bought in Alaska and Canada, since we did the part from Vancouver, Canada, and we spent some days in Canada, and then of course everything we bought in Alaska. But this is just gonna be Disney cruise line, so let's hear all about it. Okay, so the first thing I have is this Sail Away sweatshirt. So grandma actually got this, but she ended up not wanting it. And yes, you can return on the cruise, but she asked me if I wanted it, and I tried it on. It looked cute, so I said yes, I'll take it. And it has, like, you know, sailing colors. That's what I consider it. But it says Sail Away, and it has Mickey and Minnie, Cat and Mickey, and Cat and Minnie. At it again. It says Disney Cruise Line, and I did wear it on the cruise because I ran out of clothes towards the end. I will say the cruise line does do a special where everything you can fit in the bag for $25, up to 30 items, I want to say, or maybe 25 items. No, 30 items for $25. So yeah, I did wash a lot of it, but I still needed stuff, so I did end up wearing this. And I really like it, super comfortable, and I believe it was somewhere in the 50s, but like I said, grandma gave it to me, so I can't really tell you, and I took the tag off when I wore it. All right, next thing we have is another wearable thing, which is this hoodie. It says Alaska 2024. Let me know what your thoughts are about wearing the year that you went. Usually I'm against it because I feel like it ages the item, and I'm like, will I wear it again? I don't know. But in this case, I really like it because I'm like, when else am I gonna do an Alaska cruise? I know I'm gonna cruise again, but right now our goal eventually is to do every Disney cruise that there is. So far we've done 2 Disney cruises, and they have both been on the Wonder. One in San Diego and then now Alaska. So we really want to try out some of the other cruises that they have until we all of them, just like we did with the parks. But anyways, we waited in line. So here's a scoop. So the day you depart, around 5:30 is when they open the stores. So I got in line, I want to say 4:30 p.m. and there was already a line, so I wasn't even the first in line, so I can tell you that already. And I waited in line, so pretty much after the Sail Away party, I ran, got to the store and waited in line, sat down just with my phone, just, you know, whatever, for about an hour. It got so long. That line got so long, and they do limit, so they let X amount of people in, and then they stop the line until they shop, and, you know, back and forth kind of thing. And of course, the first things to go were sizes. So if you're looking for a particular size, like, it's important that you get in line. I don't think the item will sell out, but your size might sell out. So that was like the issue with a lot of things. We also went on a September cruise, so like the Minnie Mouse that everybody talks about, it was already sold out before even our cruise departed. So I do have a bone to pick with Disney because I feel like they should do a select amount per cruise instead of just giving out all the merch, and then the people who sell later in the season don't even get to like have a chance at it. So I do think they should limit to like 100 minis per cruise line or whatever they want to do, but that was a bummer. But anyways, a lot of people were in line because of things that sell out or because sizes sell out. A lot of things did not sell out, but what did sell out was this, for example, and this, for example. So this didn't sell out, but there was very limited sizes. So by the time we went back 2 days later, I believe the only sizes left were like 2XL and 3XL maybe, and an extra smalls, something like that. It's like what was left of this one. Nothing was left of this one. Like, the day we saw it, I second guessed myself. There was 2. I grabbed both. They were both the same size, which I want to say it's a large, or maybe it's an extra large. It's a large, but this is like everybody large. Like anyone can wear this. It's just a large, right? But it's a little bit baggy, so I still bought it because there's so many people. It's so busy. Our dinner time is 5:30 or 5:45, and we had just gotten to the store 5:30, so we had 15 minutes to shop, decide, and pay. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it and return it if I need to. So I bought it, even though I knew it was gonna be a little bit big. Took it to my room, thought about it. I was thinking of returning it, and here's the back, by the way. I don't even think I've shown you the back yet. 2024 Alaska, and it has Mickey. It's so pretty. It's so nice. And I was second guessing it. We went back to the store because I was curious to see if there was going to be any more sizes. They were all gone. There was none. The rest of my cruise None of them were there. So I was like, I have to keep it. It's a sign. And it's so comfortable. I'm so glad I kept it, because after dinner I would go back to my room, change into this, and then the rest of the night activities, I was just so cozy. So I am glad I kept it. But that is one of the pros of waiting in line. You get, you know, last chance at things. If you don't really care, it's not worth waiting in line, because there's going to be plenty of Alaskan merch by the time you go. Like, it'll be fine. But anyways, that's the story with that sweatshirt. Moving on, I have a pin, and this is actually a souvenir for a friend, but this is just like a compass, and it has Captain Mickey, and of course it shows the directions, and I just thought it was cute. It is yellow. I don't know what that means, but you know, somewhere in the 15s, 16s maybe. I'm gonna put it on the side so I don't forget to give it to my friend. I also got this toy. I know, you're like, why are you buying toys? It's an expensive toy too. It's $20. And let me take it out of the packaging because it's for me. So the story with the toy, I went back, not that same night, because the whole night the shop was busy, but I went back, I think the next day or the day after, and I did a whole walkthrough. So I filmed the entire walkthrough of both stores for you, and hopefully that's up. If not, it'll be up soon. And I just did all of it for you. And while I was filming, of course, I'm seeing things that I hadn't seen when I was like, we have 15 minutes, grab and go, and it's like super busy in there. Of course, this time I'm like actually seeing things. So I was in the kids section and I saw this toys and I had to have them. So this is the Disney Cruise Line, and this is the one I think actually for Disney Florida or like Disney World. I don't know that these are actually still a thing, but I hope they are. I remember them, but it says Disney Cruise Line, like it has Donald Duck, just like this is the front of the Wonder, by the way. But I just thought it was so cute, and Captain Mickey is the captain of this too. And I really, really like this one. So let me put it there for now. And then, of course, what I actually liked was the cruise ship. There is the front, just the way it looks from the bottom view of it. And then it has the little Mickey cells on the top. It doesn't have Donald, unfortunately, so that part is kind of a bummer. But I just thought it was really cute. And I kind of collect cars. Kind of. There's a car. Where is it? It's somewhere in the shelf. Right there. From Tokyo Disney. Just to show you. And this is also a transportation cart. So I don't know. Was it Impulse? Yes. They do sell like actual... They do sell like actual little models of the cruise, but those were like $50. So I was like, $20 I get two. Or $50 and I get like an actual one. And of course I decided to go for the $20 one. So yeah. Moving on, we have a scarf, blanket. Now I will say the blankets, the other blankets people were grabbing them left and right. Just grabbing them. And you've probably seen them. They're like this fleece material blanket. But when we were there and I actually saw them in person, I just didn't feel like the quality was that good. I know that sounds so bad, but touching it, I didn't like the feel of it. And it already looked like it had been washed a couple of times. So I was like, when I wash it more times, because my cat's going to take over it. When I wash it so many times, it's just not going to hold. So I just didn't think it was worth the money, even if it was like an exclusive and people were like grabbing for it. It just, I didn't see the value on it. So instead, I got this. Now this is, I believe, supposed to be a scarf, but I wanted it as a little blanket. Like I think this would be perfect for the plane, or if you go on another cruise or a yacht or any type of boat transportation. But it has the Disney Cruise Line logo, and then it has mountains, and then it has the Disney cruise ship. I don't know that this is Alaska only. Like I don't know if these scarves are only on the Alaskan cruise. I would think so, just based on the background. It's not the beach. But yeah, I saw some people wearing it as a scarf. You know, when it's cold outside, you just spruce it up. Ooh, on Glacier Day, you know, and you're just like all cozied up with your little hot chocolate. I was thinking more like in the lines of movie theater, you know, where you're just like, that's what I want it for. But yeah, I got one for myself. My mother-in-law got one. Grandma got one. I got one for my mom, and these were $25. And the quality feels quite nice. It feels like those blankets that they leave on the foot of your bed. So I was really happy with that. Okay, we have another pin, one more item, and then all of the freebies, and I'll try to go as fast as I can. The next pin my husband got, and this one just says Disney Wonder, and it has the one and only #1 duck, Donald Duck. He's my favorite. He's so cute. but this one is silver. I think it probably costs less than the other one if I have to guess. Or is yellow less than silver? When it comes to colors, I would think yellow costs less than silver. But I don't know. But yeah, very cute. I already had one, so I didn't get one for myself. Mine's somewhere here from the last time we went. And since it's the Wonder, it didn't make sense. They did have, ow! they didn't have an Alaskan, I am so distracted. They didn't have an Alaskan pin, so I didn't see why get another Wonder pin if I already had 2 or 3 in my collection. Next thing, this, everyone was grabbing, and there was plenty. So this is the Disney Cruise Line Spirit Jersey sweatshirt. So it's sweatshirt material here, but then the collar is like this fluffy fleece material. The sleeves are that fluffy sleeve material, and the bottom of it is that fluffy sleeve material. What I really liked about it is when you turn it over, it says Alaska. So you know this is definitely an Alaska sailing exclusive. It says Alaska, and it has the little Disney DCL thing on the back. Everyone was wearing them, like all over the cruise. We were all twinning because everyone was wearing them, rightfully so. They're warm enough to like keep you warm, but they're also not like too hot when you're inside. So no regrets. I am shocked at the price because again, we were rushing and grabbing, and then I was like, how much were they? And I guessed $75.80. Boy, was I wrong. I think it was like $110. It could be a little more, but I was like, what? But I guess that makes sense because a normal Spirit jersey is like $75. So why would this be the same price? But yeah, it has a zipper. It has pockets. Ta-da! My mother-in-law also got this one, so we're going to be twinning. But I don't regret it. I'm really happy with it. It fits really well. Here in Arizona, I don't know if I'll use it that often, but I'll probably use it at the house. I'm always cold, so very happy with that purchase. And now let's get to the freebies that I got. All right, rapid fire. You get a postcard in your stateroom. Make sure you open the little drawer, the little tiny drawer. It has the back. It's Mickey and Minnie. Very cute. You get a recipe or a bunch of recipes. This one is for an apple strudel. They have classes that are like cook with us. And there was risotto and this and something else. My brother was really into it. We went. The nice thing though, here's the nice thing about these classes. When you show up, you get a free meal, like a little free taster of whatever you're cooking. So in this case, we got a free strudel a la mode. And for the adult only ones, you get a pairing of wine. So you get your risotto, for example, and then somebody comes and tells you what kind of wine to pair it with, and then they give you a glass of wine for free. So it's so nice. Definitely go. But those would be the 18 over. We went to a classic napkin styling folding class. Very fun, and they give you this freebie if you want to try it at home. I was so good. To take my own horn, but I might have a future in napkin folding. And then I went to some drawing classes. I was so disappointed. They used to have like an actual person, crew member, cast member drawing in front of you, and now it's a video, and I did not do as well. I do better with the person teaching me, but I did keep like the stencils or the diagrams. So we drew Pluto and Olaf, which is actually a lot harder than you would think to draw. A lot harder. Other freebies on the Art of Animation restaurant. That is not what it's called. Art palette. Animation palette. There's one night where you get to draw, and then yourself, like your little drawing shows up on the screens. This was mine. I drew myself, of course. But they do seal it, and the seal is so cool. It says official Disney animator. So I might not keep the paper, but I might cut this out and do something with it. But I drew myself with the little YouTube icon, holding an ice cream and a camera and my lacy outfit on there. But yeah, you get to take it home. I'm the only one who took it home from us, but yeah. We also have this. This is actually a receipt. So we pre-bought a cup, like a mug for beer before we went, and you can do that through the app. So it was waiting for us in our stateroom alongside this, which was the receipt. But if you look closely, it is a picture frame. So you pop it up and it's a picture frame. So I was like, why wouldn't I keep this? You can just take this off, put a picture of you in the cruise line, and then put it on the wall or put it in like a cork board or something, you know? But yeah, of course I would keep it. more freebies from classes. There was one class, I don't know why I call it class, activity, where you can make your own friendship bracelet. So I made myself one, and I made my friend one because she's always making us ones. The letters were so hard to find, and my back was hurting after a while because you're like looking for the beads with a bunch of other people. But this is the one I made for myself, very Pepto-Bismol, very on brand. And I just put my husband's initials because it was easier to find his initials than anything else. And if you thought, oh, why don't you put Disney? Forget it. There was no I, there was no S. Forget it. Another activity that we went to was make your own bag. So I made a Backttalk exclusive for a low price. No, no, it's not for sale. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna be honest. But you got a stencil. You put the stencil inside of here, and then you got Sharpies, and you got to fill it in. I ran out of time. I did make the Disney logo freehand. I know. I have no, I do not have a future in this. But my Donald Duck came out pretty cute. I think I needed to fill in his mouth, probably. But other than that, so proud of myself. So well. And then the last freebie, the one that we're most proud about is... it's a medal. We did fine. I will say there was a lot of trivia that we were awful at. We were so bad at trivia for the most part. Every day there was like music trivia, 2000s trivia. That's where I shined. That was the only trivia I shined in. Sadly, all other trivia was not for me. I'm glad my brother and my husband were there because they had it. But 2000s trivia, it was 2000s music. Okay. The next freebies are freebies that you find in your stateroom. You have the chocolates that wait for you with your towel animals. I brought them all home because I just didn't have the stomach to eat it, especially when I got back to the room. So I just kept putting them in a bag. They're really good. They're actually really good. I think they're Dove chocolates. But I just didn't have the stomach for them. We also got pixie dusted by somebody who was just on vacation. I didn't. Grandma did, and Grandma picked one that she thought I would like, and she knows me so well because I love Winnie the Pooh. But this is kind of like a chain that you could put in your zipper or something like that. Very cute. And she gave one to my brother, I want to say. So this person who was just enjoying their time just brought little things to pixie dust other people with. The next two are freebies that were just waiting in everybody's stateroom. Everyone's stateroom, I want to say, because everyone was wearing this. Everyone was wearing this, and for the right reasons. It's so cute. It just says Disney Cruise Line Castaway Club. It has little Mickey on it. So cute. And you're supposed to put your key card in there. We took our magic band, so we did not need to wear it, but of course I'm going to keep it. I mean, look how cute it is. Imagine just sailing and wear, like, why would you not wear it? And then another freebie that was in the room waiting for everyone was this bag. And it's just, it's time to sail away. I do need to clean Mickey's face. As you can tell, the one we got is kind of like a little dirty. I need to clean it. I don't know how, but it's cute. No complaining. I mean, it was free. And then we got this bag. I think it was $3 or $5. You do have to pay for them. So, oh, when you're in Canada, you have to pay for bags. And when you're in Alaska, you have to pay for bags. Well, maybe not Alaska, but definitely Canada. So make sure you take a bag. Okay, last thing, promise, is this Disney Pandora charm. I actually started collecting these now that we've been to every park in the world. I started collecting them at Shanghai, which was the last park we went to. But I do have a couple, so I figured let's keep the collection going. So I got this one, and hopefully you can see it without the ring light, but you have the glacier or the mountain of Alaska on this side, and on this side it just says Alaska. It's kind of simple, but I figured, you know, again, when am I going to be on an Alaskan cruise? So let's just go ahead and treat yourself. Treat yourself. But yeah, let me know what your favorite piece on this was. Let me know how good or bad you are at trivia. Are you like me? Sometimes I surprised myself and I was like, oh, I knew that. Or sometimes we were so confident. We were like, oh my God, we actually did so good. And then people would be like, perfect scores. And we're like, how? Like, how? The hardest trivia that we encountered, believe it or not, was the Disney Channel trivia. Whew, my brother and I, we thought it was gonna be so easy. Like, who is Lizzie McGuire's nemesis, right? Like, that easy. It was not that easy. It had nothing to do with any of that. So that was probably the hardest. The one that we surprised ourselves was the music trivia from like the 60s to the present time. We actually surprisingly did well, but somebody did like got 2 more better than us. Yeah, so they got the medal that time. How many medals do you have? And we struggled to just get 1, and there was people with like multiples. I want to be, yeah. Anyways, I want to end the video here. I'm so sorry it's so long. Don't forget to like it if you like it. Subscribe so you can see our time in Vancouver and our time on the Disney Cruise Line. And of course, you can already see all of the videos from our first cruising with Disney Cruise back in San Diego when we did Halloween on the high seas. And you can see all of the vlogs from going to all of the parks in the world and of course all of our adventures. I hope you have a magical day, and until next time, adios.